Keelan Harvick is only 13 years old, yet he has already captured historic victories that seasoned veterans dream about, and now Toyota Racing Development has placed a long-term bet on his future. Is this simply the continuation of a famous last name, or are we watching the early rise of NASCAR's next true superstar? Under the new agreement, Keelan will partner with Rackley WAR and Kevin Harvick Incorporated to compete in dozens of late-model races across the country during the 2026 season. He will drive the number 62 Toyota Camry with ExxonMobil serving as the primary sponsor. That combination of manufacturer backing, competitive equipment, and national exposure signals that this is not a short-term experiment. It is a carefully structured investment in a long-term future. What makes this announcement so compelling is not simply his last name. It is what he has already accomplished before even turning 14. In December, Keelan became the youngest winner in the history of the Snowflake 125 at Five Flags Speedway. That race is not a casual off-season exhibition. It is part of the iconic Snowball Derby weekend, one of the most prestigious short-track events in America. Drivers from across the country arrive with elite equipment and years of experience, hoping to prove themselves on a demanding half-mile oval. Winning there requires tire management, patience, and mental control. It requires the ability to navigate traffic, handle restarts, and execute under pressure. Keelan did all of it. He did not stumble into victory. He raced like someone who understood the moment. He positioned himself correctly. He protected his tires. He responded to challenges without panic. When the checkered flag waved, he had secured a place in history as the youngest winner of that event. For a teenager barely into his teens, it was a statement that could not be ignored. If that victory raised eyebrows, what happened next confirmed that it was not a one-time surprise. Earlier this month at Florence Motor Speedway, Keelan captured the Icebreaker, once again becoming the youngest winner of that event and earning his first limited late model stock car victory. Florence is known for producing strong regional competition. Veterans with years of experience compete there. The surface can be tricky. Strategy matters. Young drivers often struggle with overdriving or misjudging race pace. Keelan showed discipline. He controlled the race when it counted. He handled the closing laps with composure. 2 separate events, 2 separate tracks, 2 separate historic youngest ever wins. That pattern is not luck. It is trajectory. Looking back at the 2025 season only strengthens the case. Keelan won 4 zMAX cars, Tour, Pro, late model races, competing in one of the most competitive developmental environments in short-track racing. The Cars Tour has become a proving ground for emerging talent with deep fields and strong technical standards. Winning once in that series is impressive. Winning 4 times in a season is a sign of real ability. He did not stop on the East Coast. Keelan also won 2 Cars Tour West Pro late model races, becoming the first driver to win pro late model events in both series during the same season. That achievement matters because it shows adaptability. Tracks differ in layout, grip level, and driving rhythm. Adjusting to those differences quickly separates average prospects from exceptional ones. Keelan demonstrated that he can travel, adjust, and compete immediately. All of that performance laid the groundwork for Toyota Racing Development to step in. Toyota Racing Development is not simply a sponsor, it is a structured development system. Through TRD, drivers gain access to engineering support, simulation tools, data analysis, and mentorship that mirrors what they will experience in National Touring Series competition. The program has previously supported drivers such as Christopher Bell and John Hunter Nemechek, both of whom advanced through the Toyota ladder to establish themselves at the national level. When TRD President Tyler Gibbs described the signing as a commitment to Keelan's long-term development, that language carried meaning. This is not about rushing a young driver into the spotlight too quickly. It is about building foundations. It is about refining racecraft, improving communication with crew chiefs, and preparing for the mental demands of professional racing. The 2026 schedule will reflect that philosophy. Competing in dozens of late-model races across the country ensures repetition and exposure. Each weekend will provide new lessons. Different track surfaces will test adaptability. Different competitors will test patience. long seasons will test endurance. Driving the number 62 Toyota Camry with ExxonMobil branding adds another layer. Corporate backing at this stage shows confidence not only in performance, but in professionalism. Sponsors look for more than speed. They look for maturity, marketability, and long-term potential. For a 13-year-old to earn that level of backing signals that his team believes in his trajectory. The partnership with Rackley WAR strengthens the competitive side. Rackley WAR has built a reputation for professionalism and technical capability. Pairing that with Kevin Harvick Incorporated creates a balanced environment. The family influence ensures personal guidance rooted in decades of NASCAR experience, while the team infrastructure provides the tools needed to compete at a high level. Being the son of Kevin Harvick brings undeniable advantages. Keelan has grown up inside race shops. He has listened to debriefs after wins and after losses. He understands the rhythm of race weekends, the importance of preparation, and the mental resilience required at the highest level. Those lessons cannot be taught in a classroom. They are absorbed over years of observation. At the same time, the Harvick name brings pressure. Kevin Harvick's career included a Cup Series championship and a Daytona 500 victory. He spent decades competing against the best drivers in the sport and established himself as one of the most analytical minds in the garage. Comparisons will be constant. Expectations will be heavy. So far, Keelan has handled that weight by focusing on performance. He has not relied on legacy to carry him. He has built his own record. Historic wins at Five Flags and Florence stand on their own. Cross-series success in 2025 stands on its own. Those accomplishments are measurable and undeniable. The broader impact of this signing reaches beyond one driver. NASCAR continues to search for its next generation of stars. Manufacturer development programs are crucial to that process. By committing to Keelan early, Toyota reinforces its confidence in structured pipelines. The approach is clear. Identify talent, provide resources, allow growth over time. For Keelan, patience will be critical. Development is not linear. There will be challenging weekends. There will be mistakes. There will be moments when experience becomes the teacher. The key is how those moments are handled. With TRD's support system, Rackley WAR's infrastructure, and family guidance from Kevin Harvick Incorporated, he has a strong foundation. The 2026 season will serve as a proving ground. Each race will add to his experience bank. Each lap will refine his instincts. Short-track racing remains one of the purest tests of racecraft. Drivers must manage tires, read competitors, and understand evolving track conditions. Mastery at this level builds habits that translate upward. Observers will watch closely. Fans of Kevin Harvick will feel a sense of continuity. New fans will discover a young driver carving out his own identity. The sport itself benefits from compelling storylines, and a second-generation talent emerging through historic wins provides exactly that. The Harvick Racing Dynasty is not being handed down automatically. It is being built step by step. Keelan's early career suggests that he understands the responsibility that comes with his name. More importantly, he understands the work required to justify it. Toyota Racing Development has placed a long-term bet. Rackley WAR has aligned its competitive resources. ExxonMobil has attached its brand. Kevin Harvick Incorporated has committed its guidance. All of those pieces converge around a 13-year-old who has already shown the ability to compete against older, more experienced drivers and win. The journey from late-model racing to the national stage is long. Many talented drivers have taken that path. Some have thrived. Some have stalled. What separates the successful ones is not only speed, but growth, adaptability, resilience, discipline. Keelan Harvick has demonstrated the first flashes of those traits. The youngest winner at the Snowflake 125, the youngest winner at the Florence Icebreaker, the first driver to win pro late model events in both Cars Tour Series in the same season. Those milestones form a foundation that few teenagers can claim. Now the next phase begins. Dozens of races, new challenges, higher expectations, structured development. The Harvick name moves forward, not as a memory of past championships, but as a living story still being written. If the early chapters are any indication, the next era could be just as powerful as the last.